So to show different types of hedging, we're going to go ahead and open up another simulator session. Just going to edit these settings so they're correct. And I'm going to display different types of hedging because you can have various ways of protecting your capital, both on an aggressive stance and on a more laid back and slower hedging stance. So to begin with, we'll take some entries just to get some drawdown on the board. I've got 100K, I've got one asset, so I'll just go for a size that is accurate given the stage of the financial market we're looking at. So it's a short on the EuroCAD and it's going to be 4.3. Okay, so we pushed higher, I'm going to sell again. Okay, and if we keep going higher, then it will give us a good chance to look at how we can hedge. So first of all, we could show what would be a more aggressive stance of hedging. So typically when you're hedging aggressively, you're just taking earlier entries, but you're doing so at a lesser size. So I could have something, for example, there, okay, on that first level of support, which has obviously brought us straight up. Now, the gains typically on those early hedges are going to be smaller because they're early on. So you've only got $60 there, which is going to be about 1/30th of this overall drawdown. But you can take lots of those entries continually, and it really adds up to eradicate any loss you're sort of starting to hold. So these former entries are much lower. I could consider adding another one. Let's say it was another 0.3 bullet. Okay, and I could continually aggressive hedge. So if we fall, I can exit for a minor profit there of $172. And now what we have is a drop to the earliest level of support. And the aggressive hedging stance really is just to sustain your equity, and take little chunks whilst the market is moving away from you to any degree. It could be radical or otherwise. So a more considerable drop now, I can put something like a 0.1 in. I'm still not willing to sort of wait to hedge. I want something more aggressive in the market, just in case we rebound quickly. And ultimately, if we do fall, I can remove those former hedges, those former shorts that I took earlier. So we dipped in there, and I probably could have killed it if I was a bit quicker. So any larger push down, and I'll kill those shorts. Any higher push up, and I'll kill those longs. Okay. So not seeing much either way yet. There you go. There's a push, so I can close that long. And I can actually leave that more aggressive hedge long on because of the aggressive hedging stance I'm taking anyway. So we're still rolling through, and any push again, I can look. Now, instead of taking 0.1, I could take 0.05 and just keep a more aggressive hedge stance going. And still, any further drop, I can look to exit that short should it get there. Drawdown still has been very small the whole way through. And I'll still leave that aggressive hedge on because, like I said, the aggressive stance I'm taking could probably kill it off now for minor gains. And we'll just speed things on a bit quicker. Okay, so good push up, that's $75 back there. So my balance has now got about more than a sixth of the overall push. And again, I can take an early hedge. So I've got one place there. Buy limit we're 1 pip out, aren't we, on that? You can see that's typical, isn't it? Anyway, I'll leave it there. And I could actually take another 0.5 just before that one underneath, and then that's hit again, and I could add perhaps a couple more. So I'm willing to add more little chunks as we go. Any further push down, I will kill those former shorts I've held. And you can take a look at these longs. Okay, so minor gains on those. And still any push to the upside, I'll exit. Looks like market is going to be a bit more subdued. Okay, so I'll pause that and remove this. So a few more gains there. And I could probably hedge again in aggressive stance on a very small dip, then a very small pop. I can kill a couple of these off. So I'm collecting a good bit of long side drawdown reduction. And I can actually add a little piece short as well. Okay. And I'm going to kill off that other hedge long and continue. And again, I'll just take an aggressive stance. Now, because we've got 0.9 in play, I could consider changing my hedge size perhaps to 0.1 rather than 0.05 on an earlier basis, perhaps down here. Okay, so something like that. And I'm caught hedge long there. I'll take another couple there. And then a further push, I could take another one perhaps. And now the short, I would have liked to have killed earlier than that, definitely. But the balance now is getting a lot more ideal. I could add another 0.1, but short this time. And then there's a bunch of gains on all of these. Excellent. And further push, I would have liked that short gain there, but I didn't quite get it quick enough. So any larger push down, like some short side momentum, and I can take that off. Could add another couple of hedge longs. Okay, so really now pushing down, and I'll add another one. Kill off that short. Now the net is much more balanced. You can see that. And I'll just kill that one. So now I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 more entries left. So I could add another couple there. It's not going to be a big deal. Nice push up there. Take some of that away. And now we're in net gains on this whole cycle. So I could again add for a 0.05 or 0.5 overall. Still some upside momentum there, and I could hedge aggressively to the short side this time. Now, instead of putting 0.1, I could actually change that to 0.05. Okay, and it's quite early on. But any push back to the low, I would have liked that, but I was too slow again. And again, got to be quick. So I could add something there and take that long off. And just take that away. Now the net is 960. Take that away. And I'll add another couple of these 0.05s long. Take those off. Now the net gains are piling in because the accuracy rate is 100% because I haven't closed any losses. Because I'm, hit rate's high anyway, but I'm taking these entries at areas that are going to be decent as well as the exits. I'm going to slow this down, speeding away. So I'll take that long off, gains and gains, add a higher short. Okay, and now I'm swapping to a more lackluster or a slower hedge approach where I'm not rushing. And at this point, on a larger fall, if it comes, I can exit everything for a net nothing or overall net loss. I mean, no net loss. But we need that larger pullback. Otherwise, we can just hedge again to the long side. So price is getting very well sustained here. So I'm going to take a 0.1, take that off for $65. Take another 0.1, hedge long. Okay, and a bigger pull down like that. I can take another hedge long. So now I'm in a really good position. Couple more longs. Okay, let's just get rid of that. So there's a good gain there. Okay, so you can see the profits now piling up. And we're really dealing with the whole market swing quite well. No real drawdown or any threat. So I've now got the ability, if I want, just to close all orders. And you can see the net there is 2236. The accuracy rate only had like 4 losers in it. But that's a more aggressive hedging stance because I'm using lots of light sizes and putting them in high frequency. Yes, the gains might be smaller, but if you play the whole market out and the whole market move, the overall trajectory becomes clear. Also remember, that was a very light size. I could have taken higher sizes. I could have taken more entries. The gains would have gone up in that accordance. So, if you took a higher size, you would have made more money, but it's up to you. The drawdown on this cycle as well, very, very low. If you want to learn how to do this for income, as we teach every day, go underneath. See you in the next one.